Today on the Pick Your Brain podcast, we talk about the brand new speculation map that dropped for Halloween Horror Nights 2026. We were going to get into our hot takes for haunt events. However, we're going to be saving that for another podcast because of how much there was to talk about for the speculation maps. So with all that being said, gents, are we ready to get into this?
Let's rock and roll.
Hell yeah, Jack.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Pick Your Brain podcast from the demented minds of TLEV Media. My name is Mr. E.
I'm Nico.
And I'm Jonathan.
It's all good. So we're all pretty new here, all three of us together. But this is the second episode of the brand new season, episode 27 of the Pick Your Brain podcast. And we have our third guest today, ladies and gentlemen, from the Hauntline, who, if you guys haven't seen the Hauntline before, this is a YouTube channel filled with docu-series, filled with some beautiful coverage of Not Scary Farm. The Hauntline's host, John. How are we doing, John?
Dude, I love the way you described that. 10 out of 10, brother.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
sending
off
you
the
a check
dome.
in the
That's
mail.
why
That
wasn't perfect. It was too much off the dome there.
No, it was good, man. It was great. It was perfect. Doing good, man. Excited to be on Pick Your Brain.
Yeah.
Pick me.
So for a quick a couple of minutes, I think we should just really interrogate John a little bit about everything Hauntline and stuff like that. So I know I kind of said a little bit of what the Hauntline is, but John, you can better explain. Tell us what the Hauntline, if fully, is, and what intakes of the Hauntline.
Yeah, of course. It is a it is a YouTube show that is dedicated to SoCal haunts and Halloween events, horror events as well. We try to cover as much as we can, but it's just me, so it's very hard. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in and talking in the comments about their favorite haunts, and that's all we do. We just talk haunts.
Yeah,
talk haunts.
I mean, if the podcast isn't enough that we have here, there's also live streams that we do a lot of the times on the Hauntline. By the time
Mr.
this comes
E,
out,
you're hired, dude. You're hired, right? you got the gig.
I mean, look, the whole thing is is all about shouting out the boys, right? And especially if John is here all the time, right? I got to be on his good side, so I can't be getting him upset. No, but the Hauntline is a lot of fun. It's honestly kind of our just fun way to get together, and then the Pick Your Brain podcast is honestly just another way for me to be able to converse with other people because I'm a lonely person. But yes,
all right,
we're getting deep right off the bat. All right, here we go. My trauma is
that's how it goes.
Let's not start that game, please.
No, not the second podcast in. That's maybe we gotta go to the 100th episode or something like that.
The trauma.
That's so long. That's so long.
The trauma.
The trauma.
I want to talk about it now.
It always happens. There's always the trauma episode, and those get the clicks. Okay, Nico. So we may need one. Okay.
Okay.
But anyways, so let's get on to the topics a little bit at hand. Anything else, John, you want to throw on about the Hauntline? This is the time. Anything else you want to put before we go in?
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at the Hauntline. That's where a lot of our activity happens. And yeah, at youtube.com/Hauntline.
Especially freaking Maze Madness.
Maze Madness coming up, baby.
Maze Madness.
Oh, it's so soon, man. So soon. If you guys don't know what Maze Madness is, it's a bracket style tournament where we pit all of the SoCal haunts against each other, and then the public decides who the winner is. And last year the public let me down, but Mr. E was very happy.
The public did what they needed to do there.
Yeah,
by the time this comes out, we will be essentially a week away from Maze Madness.
Oh,
John.
dang.
So,
so follow
you guys,
at the Hauntline.
Yes, at the hotline. That's where all the voting happens. And it's all the houses from the mazes of 2025, which is crazy to say.
Yeah.
2025. That's for Scary Farm, Fright Fest, Horror Nights,
We throw
Halloween.
Howl-O-Scream in there. Yeah. We
Boom.
throw. Yeah.
Don't disrespect the Hallow-Scream.
Dark Harbor,
don't-
Hayride. Yeah.
Oh, Dark Harbor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's just jump into it a little bit. Halloween Horror Nights speculation maps. We did talk about this last time, Nico, that
Yeah.
we have speculation maps that come out. And by the time we were talking, there was only one. And I also mentioned, I'm like, by the time this comes out, watch there be another speculation map.
Oh my god.
Bingo.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
We've got a brand new speculation map from HN Nightmares, and some things have changed because now it is not Christmas themed anymore. This came out on Friday the 13th, and so we have a bunch of symbols representing specific IPs, we believe, and specific, maybe also original houses. Now, forewarning, these are all speculations. None of this means that these are anything that's gonna actually be confirmed just yet. Confirmation for houses at Horror Nights. I mean, guys, when does that usually happen? Is that something May?
We got our first one in June last year.
Yeah.
In June
Or-
last year.
And we got the last one before that, the year before, in June as well. So like they've been becoming later and later. But I mean, you know, it's not official until Horror Nights announces it. This is just
exactly.
for
Exactly. So those who, and I know Nico, you wanted to rant about this a little bit, but those of you who see any breaking news right now on any of the social medias, nothing is being breaking news or anything like that is not officially happening just yet.
I will yell. I did post it, by the way. But
Did you?
yes, when you say breaking news for Halloween Horror Nights, blah, 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 it's not breaking news when it's just a speculation map from HN Nightmares. Knock it off. You're embarrassing all of us. The end. Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, you know, some people are probably doing it for clicks and stuff like that. But this was, I'm going to be honest, this was a bigger issue last year, or when we started to notice it last year. I noticed it when specific creators out there decided to put Five Nights at Freddy's coming on the Terror Tram, and there was a whole deep dive about it. And I'm like, oh gosh, are we being serious right now? I'm like, where's this confirmation coming from? Anyways, please, those out there, keep a good eye out for any, like, everything right now is not confirmation. Okay, you're not going to get confirmation until Halloween Horror Nights says it, until Not Scary Farm says it, or until the creative directors or the creative teams behind those events say something. Other than that, your cousin who works with the guy at Universal Studios is not going to give you the right confirmation right now. I'm sorry. Maybe that's a hot take in its own, but like, I don't know. It's just something to be careful, guys. It's just be careful.
And friends in general, just don't trust everything you see on the internet, okay? Do a little research.
Unless it's us.
Unless it's us. Unless it's us,
you know, because we're not going to lie to you. We won't lie to you. Right?
We love you too much. We love you too much to lie to you.
I won't lie to you, but I'll speculate. All right.
Exactly.
It is time to talk about these speculations. I think the first thing I do want to talk about, gents, is, let me count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 houses again for us in Hollywood with the return of the Terror Tram. Now, Nico, I know we talked about the Terror Tram a while back, but it's not looking like we're having 10 houses again. It looks like we're sticking with 8. What are we thinking? 8 is going to be, that's the solid spot now that Hollywood's going to be at forever now, is the 8 houses.
He, uh, gosh, I don't know. I like nothing's being built yet. Nothing's like
Right.
we can't see anything, so we can't
Right.
really go off of anything.
No.
But how many were there last year? Were there 10 or
No.
9
No, there was
8.
or
8
8
plus
or
the
7?
Terror Tram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 houses. I think that's a fair number to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
They just don't have
go
space,
off of that.
man.
Yeah.
They don't really have space. Like, unfortunately, like Orlando has literal spaces built for haunted houses, and they have like so much free real estate to just, add to their numbers. But Hollywood is kind of stuck in their ways, and through the years we've kind of learned that the backlot kind of resists, because the backlot, the studio, and the theme park are completely separate entities. Although they're all Universal Studios. But they're very separate entities, and like literally the theme park has to be like, hey, studios, can we please have some space? And they're like, $6 million. And yeah, so they have it tough. They have it really tough to like find space. So I think we kind of are stuck with 8 houses plus the Terror Tram. But I've kind of been on the theory for a couple of years now that I'd love for them to get rid of the Terror Tram entirely. We can go back to that and just put more money into the houses, or use that space more creatively, a little bit different.
Yeah, and I can agree with that part a little bit too. 8 houses, it's that. I think honestly, I don't think it'll ever change. I think 8 houses is a Hollywood staple as much as the Terror Tram is a Hollywood staple.
Yeah.
Now I also noticed 2 show locations, and we have the jet ski once again.
Yeah.
Dangerous
I'm assuming it seems like Dangerous Waters might return. And the thing is, right, with Dangerous Waters, that's the Purge show. Those who are listening or watching, if you haven't seen it yet, Purge, Dangerous Waters. Honestly, I'm fine with that continuously returning.
It's a good
fun.
show.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Good show. And
it is.
Like
I wouldn't make. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nico. Go ahead.
I skipped it the year before. I watched it the first year, skipped it, and watched it last year. And I was like, man, this is actually a pretty fire show. Like,
it is.
I enjoy it.
I do too. I would like for them to maybe switch up the plot a little bit year to year, because it was the same plot as the year before. However, I'm a sucker for a stunt show, a theme park stunt show. There's like the lost art of theme park stunt shows. And so I love that they're keeping that alive, and it's cool that they're using it for Fan Fest nights too. They're using Waterworld time and time again. Yes, sir.
And as long as they use it, they're not gonna get rid of it. So give me Dangerous Waters every year, damn it. I don't care. Give me Waterworld every day.
Another show, which is right now, the symbols on this speculation map is a machete. I think that's just one of those filler symbols, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like that's what they're using for now. Maybe.
Or it's Jason 3D.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Crazy. But do we think the return of Chainsaw Man might be happening again for Hollywood?
I don't know, because Japan does a lot of different anime shows. I don't know why I whistled like a freaking beaver right there, but they Japan does a lot of shows, like anime shows. So they have Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I think they had a new Jujutsu Kaisen show come in this year, maybe. So I could see them rotating the shows for Halloween time.
Right. Okay. Does that mean we get the new Jujutsu Kaisen show?
Maybe. I would like to see Attack on Titan, because that's pretty freaking spooky, if you ask me.
Now, I don't know. I'm not familiar with these IPs with anime. Like, I'm sorry. I'm uncultured. But I do feel like there was quite a bit of line for that consistently. Now, I'm curious, and I'm curious what you guys think. Like, is that because people just didn't have anything else to do when, like, when Five Nights is at 7 hours and Terrifier is at 4 hours. Like, do they just go like, oh, well, what the hell is this? Or do you think there's like a strong fandom that shows up for this?
Both, because
Okay.
there were a lot of times I saw it a couple times, and each time there are the people who would go in not knowing anything about what's going on, and they would leave a quarter or halfway through the show because it wasn't what they
Sure.
expected. But there's a huge anime
Oh,
fandom, especially in Los Angeles. We have one of the biggest anime conventions with Anime Expo.
all right.
So
Sure.
I think it a lot of anime fans do see it, but there are a lot of people who go in there having no idea what to expect. They just see a sign with a siren on top or one of those lights, and they go, "Oh, amazing, let's go!" And they don't know what they're getting into.
You have a point there, honestly. I don't.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, dude.
The moment they sit down, they realize, oh, I got to read what's on the screen. I think some people are like, I got to get out of here. But some people do
I
go in
can't
there to
do
sit
that.
down and some people do go in there to just sit down and relax. Okay. I think it's a good little
Yeah.
spot to
This is so relaxing.
it's better than walking around and Art the Clown's chasing you, I feel like, for some. I'm not sure.
I
it
guess.
was
I
better.
guess.
Yeah. Now, I did
Yeah.
enjoy the show. I actually liked it. I thought it was cool.
I liked it.
It was funny that it ended in Universal Japan
Yeah.
specifically. It is
Both
pretty
of them,
funny.
both of the last shows ended with being in Universal Japan. Come on, guys. Can we change it up a little bit?
Yeah, but it's hard. What do they do there? What do they do with that
Yeah.
space? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Shoot a whole movie. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know.
You could get the
honestly,
friggin' Enter the Blumhouse or the Chucky late night show
that's
back.
what I was thinking.
You
Maybe
know,
they bring that back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that could work.
Please don't bring those back. They weren't that
Or
good.
bring back the Chucky thing, but I don't know, make it funnier.
No.
Like-
F it. Shrek 4D. Just
Yes.
bring Shrek 4D back.
Yes.
Hey,
Spooky
there's a
enough
ghost in
with
there.
Ghost
Farquaad is the ghost.
Like,
yeah,
come
man. Yeah.
on. I feel like that's spooky enough.
And Thelonious when he points at us, like, that's
Oh,
scary.
yeah.
That's scary.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
They
like
got
that.
Pinocchio and all the three little pigs all
That's
in
true,
jail
yeah.
and stuff too. It's
Yeah.
very spooky when you're
It
entering
is.
the
It
Farquaad
is.
dungeon.
It's very true.
Come on
What
now.
are we-
So
What are you sleeping
bring it
on,
back.
Universal?
I honestly, we know it. The tape is just somewhere in the archives, the Universal archives, just waiting to be pulled out. Like,
Just pop
come
it back
on.
in, yeah.
Just throw it back in there. Yeah, exactly.
And bring
It's
back
that
Back to
one
the Future while
picture.
you're at it. Just bring back to the Future. I know you got the tape for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jerks. Anyways, speaking of jerks, thank you for bringing back another event this year, actually. Horror Nights. Thank you for bringing back HHN as usual and FanFest nights. Let's talk a little bit about the symbols and what the community has been kind of speculating. We're going to be looking at more of the broad speculation. We're not going to fully deep dive yet, but let's start over at one of the H lot houses.
right.
Those who are listening or watching,
The watching.
the watching.
Oh, please. Close your eyes. Like Bird Box.
Oh,
Ripping your eyes open. Your eyelids.
the H lot. The H lot is the one that's located by like the Curious George parking lot. If you went to the event last year, that's where Terrifier was, and that is where Poltergeist was too. So we have one symbol there. One of them's the machete, which I think means like they don't know what the IP or the original house is. And then the other one looks to be like a lighter and a cigarette. Now, gents, what is the community saying about this current symbol?
I mean, I think everyone's kind of on the same page. A lot of people are on the same page about this being Sinners because of the smokestack twins. But also, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm fully convinced that that's what it is. It would be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nico, have you heard anything else? Have you heard anything different?
I haven't heard anything else. I've only heard Sinners.
Yeah.
But Honestly, I think Sinners would just work better as a scare zone personally.
Oh, interesting.
In my opinion.
Okay.
But I would be down for Sinners. I just don't see WB doing that. But they haven't done it really in the past much. So if we do get Sinners, I'll be sick. But I'm keeping my hopes pretty low.
Need I remind everybody that Warner Brothers Evil Dead, we've got Evil Dead in the past.
We did get
so they
Evil
have
Dead.
worked together.
We've got The Shining in the past too, which they
fully share rights with Warner Brothers for Harry Potter. So it's not completely far fetched.
So yeah, guys, I totally think it's Sinners. There's nothing that could change my mind. Warner Brothers is completely open about sharing their IPs with Universal.
We're having a dialogue, Nico.
But no. To be on Nico's side a little bit, Warner Brothers.
No, don't give him your pity, Mystery. Don't give.
Warner Brothers has sent stuff over to Six Flags. Would they also be allowing their IPs to go to more than one theme park?
Now go ahead, Nico. Go ahead.
I have no idea what I was going to say. I was just going to say I don't know.
Warner Brothers right now too is in a very funny spot, gents. I don't know if you've heard.
Oh yeah,
they're trying to find a buyer. They're trying to find, the Netflix was being floated. Paramount was rejected. Now they're like back to talking to Paramount again.
Yeah.
So
they're like, wait, we need you.
Which is so weird because there's an official announcement and everything through Netflix and Warner Brothers saying like, we got it. We got Warner Brothers, but now they're. It's a wild game.
So, but listen, if Universal really approached them and were like, "Hey guys, $500,000 for Sinners," I think right now, especially, they'd be like, "Okay, please, anything, please. You want Pennywise too? We'll throw in the
Gilmore Girls, Scare Zone.
You want Gilmore Girls on the back lot, please."
They offered $250, dude. They lowballed them for it first. They were like
$2.
They were like, let's start at $250,000. And Warner Brothers was like, yes. And they were like, wait, what? Wait, no. You're supposed to negotiate. Like, this is where we're supposed to talk.
No, please.
We'll negotiate. $1,000.
They dropped it down.
We'll negotiate. Save us. Help us. Buy our studio, please.
But at the same time, look, Sinners as a property of its own, about to be an Oscar-winning film with 16 nominations. It's going to win one of those, right? That's gonna be in my opinion, that would be a very profitable IP at the event. I like your idea too, Nico, with it being a scare zone. That would be really awesome, especially having all the dancing scenes going on. That could easily be something that happens. Allow everybody join in.
Yes. So
yes,
when I rode the studio tour, this was a couple weeks back, there was construction at the Curious George structure, and it looked like something was being built like into the parking structure or the parking lot, the H lot. From the second
didn't go to
floor.
your secret spot, Nico, to like
I can't see it, bro. I can't see it from there.
Damn.
I had to take the studio tour. But it really makes me wonder if that will be finished in time to have a maze, because it was being built into the location that has a house.
Right.
So it'd be sick if that was Sinners. We lose a house and we get a Sinners type of scare zone with music and dancing and Irish jigs and so on and so forth. I think it'd be fun, but yeah.
Don't cut us down to 7 houses, Nico. Are you crazy?
How dare you?
Oh.
We're gonna go down to 1 house. 2006, like we had the asylum, the asylum only,
and they came back time and time again.
Yes.
Dude, I was watching I can't remember who made it, but shout out to this one guy who he makes essentially little documentaries in Orlando, and he was talking about oh my god, he was talking about the icons of just like famous people who would have certain mazes in Hollywood and Orlando. And he was talking about how Rob Zombie had essentially one of those like OG early 2001 houses over in Hollywood. And it was literally just like the Rob Zombie experience. And I was like, man, Rob Zombie's been with his shitty movies. He's been at this event more than I think any other person, dude. Like, dang, that's crazy.
House of 1,000 Corpses was a maze before it even became a movie. So,
I did not know that. What?
That's right. That's right.
Someone fact check that. Someone fact check
you can
that.
fact check it. Send me the Carfax.
Siri.
Oh, man. Yeah, exactly.
Is this true?
But let's put these on a scale of highly likely from 1 through 10, of 10 being likely to happen and 1 being it won't happen. Where are we putting Sinners right now on that?
6.5.
6.5. Okay.
It's a 5 for me. I would want it. I would love it, but I'm pretty iffy about this one.
Yeah.
I was the one talking the most smack about it. And
Nico, I like the idea, but I don't know if it's going to happen. There's possibilities. There's more possibilities now than ever, but we shall see.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd put it there too out of 5 right now. Sinners would be so awesome, but the IP, it's so hard to see Hollywood make that happen, like make it come true. Like I could see Orlando make it come true, but Hollywood, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would hope so, but I don't know. A couple of Michael B. Jordan face masks. I can't do that. I'm sorry. We can't. I can't have those smokestack face masks.
That's something I would definitely be afraid of is Hollywooding it up.
Yeah.
Getting the Michael B. Jordan Creed mask, bro. So they go fight.
Oh no.
I don't know that if that exists. I don't know. They'll just use the same thing, dude.
Bunch of what is it? Hawkeye, Kate Bishop masks as well.
Oh God. With a bad wig
for Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, exactly, bro. Oh Lord. Moving on to kind of right next to it is the Terror Tram. We've talked about this last episode. We have the trash bags as the little bit of icon there. We'll touch on this a little bit, but we'll move on. But because I want to get John's take on this. But the community is talking about this possibly being a Terrifier Terror Tram, Terrifier Terror Tram, TTT, the triple T's. John, what are your thoughts on this? Nico kind of talked about it, that this could save the Terror Tram. What do you think?
I don't know if it'll save the Terror Tram per se.
Save the Terror Tram. I don't think those words ever came out of my mouth. You
save the
son of a
Tram.
Let's play the episode right now from the start. Let's go.
Terrifier.
See, I am interested in the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really enjoyed the direction the Terror Tram started heading last season. Like the build that they had in the Bates Motel section was really cool. The problem is, though, I wasn't a huge fan of the Terrifier franchise or the house, in fact, here in Hollywood. It was kind of lazily put together. Sorry.
Right.
And I would be afraid that the Terror Tram would kind of just be a repeat of that. You know what I mean? But now kind of dissected and put into the Terror Tram route. But I mean, I think it would be an interesting use of the IP, at least more interesting than the house was. But you know, we'll see. I mean, why not, right? They have all that shit lying around anyways, and I think they're gonna go the way of never really doing an original IP for the Terror Tram again, because Larry wasn't received very well. You know, Harry, there's a fandom, but also I don't think people care that much because they also don't push it. Like they don't push Harry. They don't like build these characters like they do in Orlando.
Yeah. Right.
I think people would care. And I think there is a hunger for original IP in Hollywood, but they just don't seem to have the confidence to really fully dive into it.
They don't trust it.
So yeah, Terrifier Terror Tram would be interesting, but also Terror Tram just needs to go away, and I think the staffing and the budget needs to be diverted to like the houses in general, or just one like really good house instead of the Terror Tram.
Honestly, just 1 year, I would like to see a Terror Tram of the locations that we're at. I would love to see a Psycho Terror Tram, and then you go into an alien invasion in the War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
You and your alien invasion, man.
Hey, man, they're scary, bro. They're scary.
They're out there. I'm trying to please them.
Dude, so I went from watching Interstellar, phenomenal movie in my opinion, to watching Begonia, which was not a good movie at all, man.
More like Bologna.
Did you guys see Begonia or no?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh god, okay. Well, no spoilers. It's like a quote unquote alien movie, and it's a dog shit movie. Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. So I'll tell you guys right now, don't watch it. Somehow the critics love it. It's one of those movies. It's the same people who made Poor Things. Do you guys remember that movie?
No.
I didn't watch it, but I heard. So Poor Things last year. It was the movie from last year or 2 years ago.
I remember the name. I don't think I saw it.
It was the Emma Stone movie where it was almost like a Frankenstein story, but then it's like she's got the brain of a child, and
that's
a lot of
things are
happening. Yeah. So they went on and made Begonia, which is not as explicit as that movie, but it's also very bad like that movie. In my opinion, both
Begonia is up for Best Picture, so I just think you're not artistic.
Dang.
Just
kidding.
It's not good. You know what's about to win Best Picture? No, I actually don't know. It is probably going to be Hamnet. Honestly, it might be Hamnet.
Cry like a baby.
Anyways, Terrifier coming as a Terror Tram. What is the possibilities of that on a scale of 1 to 10? Highly likely.
I think a 7.
7.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 7.
7. I'm going to go a little bit higher than you guys. 8.5. I think the love of Art the Clown, that new movie coming out, the profits they made off of it. I mean, come on, guys. It's Hollywood, baby. We love to milk the cow. And if Art the Clown is the guy we have to milk, then we're going to do it.
Anyways, well, there will be no Art the Clown milky on my side. We'll leave that to you, Mystery.
I'm not doing it. I'm not the one making the house or the Terror Tram. Someone else is doing it. And I ain't saying names, all right? Let's move on.
Oh God, help me.
Let's go up to one I'm very interested on your guys' take and what the community's saying. T-Pad. We have what looks to be almost like in my opinion, looks like an Christmas elf character, and then a Jack in the Box. In the T-Pad location, one of them looking pretty shocked, being that elf, and then the Jack in the Box coming at it. Now, I know the community is saying one different thing in Orlando to what's being said also in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
I think sticking on more the Hollywood one. What are people saying?
So I've been hearing for Hollywood, it's Jack the Clown versus Hollywood Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. That's what it sounds like, what people have been saying. And it kind of goes back to a little something that John Murdy left behind at Midsummer Scream. If you guys who are listening or watching doesn't know what Midsummer Scream it is a horror convention. In my opinion, one of the best horror conventions.
And the world's largest.
The world's largest
Halloween.
I am not. Convention. Yeah, I'm not getting paid to say that, but also I've only been to 3 others. I've only been to
needs
3.
To be said.
I've only been to 3 others, and one of them doesn't exist anymore. So let take that with what you have to, with whatever. But at this, Horror Nights usually has a panel, and John Murdy, the creative director, he talked about the potential. Oh, actually, no, he didn't really say that. He talked about the history of Hollywood Harry. If you guys don't know who Hollywood Harry is, I mean, there's videos out there about him. You can go back. God, when did he take over the Terror Tram? The last time
I'm trying to look it up right now. I mean, the last time it was
2017.
No,
2021. Oh, shoot.
2022, because it was like Hollywood Harry's scary something,
Scary Tales or
stories.
something like
that.
Scary, whatever. Anyways, he's essentially a character, an icon. I call him an icon, but a character created in Hollywood. So they talked about the history of him a little bit at the panel. And from there, he also started talking about Jack the Clown and how Jack the Clown at some point did come to Hollywood towards the beginning, which I wish I saw. And he talked about, would you like to see Hollywood Harry return? And everybody in the crowd was like, yeah, woo. And then he's like, would you like to see Jack the Clown return? And also people made some rumblings in that little hall.
Yeah. So I see 2022.
Yeah,
That's
Hollywood
the last
Harry's Dead Time Story or Dread Time Stories with a Z. Stories with a Z.
Him and his Z's.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That was 2018. Was the Dread Time Story? So have we had Harry three times now?
Oh, so
okay, no. This is his third time, guys. This is his third time. Eli Roth presents Terror Tram during 2016. That was Hollywood Harry's birth. That's like when we first saw him, and he's like an Eli Roth character essentially. And then 2018 was Hollywood Harry's Dread Time Stories with a Z, and then in 2022 he would just it didn't have like a dash name. It was just Terror Tram, but it was hosted by Hollywood Harry
and featuring Nope and Us.
Yes,
that was the first time we had the Jupiter's Claim.
Yes. So it's its third time. I mean, yeah, we could really call him a Hollywood icon, Mr. E. Like
I believe
this is his,
honestly.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So anyways, so he talked about those two. He talked about Jack the Clown and Hollywood Harry in the same breath. And he said, we'll keep a note on that and we'll return to it at some time. So is this them returning to it with a Hollywood Harry versus Jack the Clown house?
I don't know. Just Jack the Clown has no presence in Hollywood except that 1 year he did it. Nobody cared about it. That's why they never brought him back. So like Hollywood is ADHD central for Horror Nights. Like we enjoy it that year, it disappears, except I guess for Hollywood Harry since we had him 3 times. But
yeah,
like, I just don't think anybody cares about Jack the Clown except the diehard fans on the West Coast.
Okay, but this would be a clown house, and people love going through some hellish carnivals and love clowns and all that kind of stuff. We've gotten freaking clowns so many times, and people love the scare zones with the clowns too.
Yes, but then I would like to see Hollywood Harry versus the clown that had the ice cream store or whatever.
Yeah,
when Slash did the music for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kudos?
No, not.
I think you're right.
No.
No. Kudos the clown is the name of
Hollywood Harry.
Yeah.
Sweet licks. We got it, gang. We got there. It was a long journey. We took the long way, but we got
this is why there's 3 of us.
I think Sweet Licks versus Hollywood Harry would be way cooler than Jack the Clown.
But also,
I gotta disagree with that.
Nobody cares about Sweet Licks, dog. Like,
I gotta disagree with that. I feel,
and I am no one.
I'm sorry, Nico, but I feel like we've passed the point now. I think people would care for Jack the Clown. He's at Horror Unleashed now. He's got a Vegas following.
Yes.
He's got the Orlando following, and now we just gotta learn to love him. All right.
I think they're trying to integrate him into the Horror Nights zeitgeist. He's overseas now too. He's in not Japan, Maybe Singapore. You know, he has like a full show out there with Jack and Chance, and he has a maze. Like he has a maze overseas. So I think that whatever, Nico. I think
Nico,
they're
throw a fit here. All right.
Sweet Licks is coming.
Yes, Sweet Licks is coming.
No one could change my mind.
It's Sweet Licks. That's what it is.
I'm not gonna say that. I was no. That's a thought that will stay in my head forever.
This is the Pick Your Brain podcast.
Yeah, we
Nico.
are picking your brain. Yeah, exactly.
You are, and that one's
as we pick the audience's brain too.
I'm not gonna say Sweet Licking Hollywood Harry.
Oh, ayo, ayo.
Never mind.
Hey.
Hell yeah, Jack.
I ain't doing the art stuff. Okay?
Mister, we're gonna milk.
Not me. The event. I don't work the event.
You personally.
You specifically said, I, Mr. E, am gonna milk Art the Clown. We all heard it. Roll it back. Play the exact clip.
I said,
I'm gonna milk.
I said, Horror Nights will, not me. Okay.
I don't know.
Me and Art the Clown, never in a million years. We'd never catch us together.
You're gonna be first in line at the stall to get the art milk. Don't you lie to us. All right, we're getting a little unhinged here.
It's all good.
Hey, if you don't want the unhinged, don't pick this brain, okay? All right.
Yeah. We got
You're picking the wrong
demented minds of TLEV Media. Okay, now it's the demented minds of Nico and John. So it's not just me anymore.
Oh my lord.
Okay. But look, I hope it is Jack versus Hollywood Harry. Maybe it's Hollywood Harry versus Art the Clown. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, however, if clowns do return somehow to this year's event. I would hope that it's a maze like that. A versus maze. I mean, those always do great, in my opinion. I can't think of a bad versus maze that they've done where one character versus the other character. Like I think the lowest one you could put is maybe Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, but I still pretty much enjoy it.
How dare you? One. Ash versus Evil Dead. Terrible.
All right.
Oh, is that counted as a? Yeah, I guess that is a versus.
It is versus
Ash versus
Evil
Dead. Yeah, duh. But it's not him. Yeah, whatever. You're right. You got me there. Egg on my face.
Milk on my face.
All right. Stop it.
Well, this was a family show. This was a family channel.
This was never a family show. We're trying to make sure it's not family because YouTube think that TLEV is family, and I need to make sure they understand that this is not family content. All right.
Oh my gosh.
That's a story for another time. Okay,
Mr. E, it's all about family. Okay, it's always about family.
Oh, that magnet's so cool, dude. It's on my car already.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
the likelihood, gents, of it being Hollywood Harry versus Jack. What are we thinking?
3.
Ooh. I think a 5, man. Because the fact that Murdy mentioned it at Midsummer Scream, I mean, I don't think it was for nothing. People are I see also people speculating Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because of like the Jack in the Box that's in that.
Okay, yeah.
And then also Krampus because of the character. And Hollywood has just been kind of lazily bringing back IPs. But if there is ever one that I would want to see again, it would be Krampus. However, it just doesn't really make sense for the year. But I have seen them talk about that.
God, I made a video about it last year, but I got my years all wrong. This year, I believe, is the 10th year anniversary of Krampus. The movie came out 10 years ago.
Wow.
So
okay.
Yeah, it's a 10-year-old film now, which is kind of nuts to think. And it was at the event in 2016.
16, yeah.
Well, then I
man.
stand corrected, and I'm actually
So-
standing up because my legs hurt.
God, I would love Krampus. Krampus would be cool. I'm with you, John, on that a little bit. A 5, maybe a 6. Keypad, I have claimed that is the location of returning houses. And so I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if there's an IP that returns.
The repad.
Or-
We
The repad. People hated on me when I said it was the repeat area. I haven't been proved wrong yet. Texas Chainsaw is the closest that I have been proven wrong, but that still was a repeat IP. So I stand there. Anyways, let's move on to Soundstage 15, the flipped over clock, or what looks to be a grandfather clock that is starting to flip over. Now, I feel
you
like
could
this-
say
what could we
could
say? What could we
say it was turning upside down.
Oh.
Bingo. Yeah, yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the community is speculating that Stranger Things will be getting a house this year. And in all honesty, I think this is one of those that I think is the most likely to happen. Do I want it to happen?
No.
Nope.
Interesting. I think if there's
Well,
ever
so-
been a season to have at Horror Nights, it's like this one, dude. It's this one. For
You're
sure.
kidding. You're
Yeah,
kidding.
bro.
You
Yeah,
think
nah,
season
dog.
five-
Nah,
You
dog.
think season 5 is the one that could do it as a house?
Going through the Wheeler house, literally
Oh,
being
you're
pursued
outta
by a
your
Demogorgon,
mind.
dude.
No,
Come
you're outta your
on.
That's
mind.
literally
Come
it.
on. No, that's not literally it. Mr. What's its house? Like, come on.
Okay, sure. We'll see.
The-
we'll
the-
see.
the
Mr.
caves,
What's it?
The
We'll see.
upside
The caves
down.
from season 2 where the little pods milked
We'll
us.
see one
or milked on
Demogorgon.
us.
We see maybe 5 or 6 other Demodogs. We'll see Vecna once. Like
That's true.
dude,
It will be that
I-
old lady popping out everywhere.
it's gonna be a bunch of children jumping out at us, bro. What the hell? No.
Well, it's no
Oh.
different than Five Nights at Freddy's, kind of.
I don't
Yeah,
want to see Derek coming at me every time. Not Derek.
Not dipshit Derek.
Not
What the hell?
dipshit Derek.
That's
God.
not his name anymore. That's not his name anymore.
Okay, I take it back. It's not Derek. It's-
Sorry.
Wait, what did they end up calling him? He's like the good Derek or
Shit
something like
dip
that.
Derek.
No. They give him like a
Yeah,
You're
it
not
was like a heroic
Derek
name.
anymore.
Derek the
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I can't remember. Anyways,
Never
that's how
fucking Derek.
that's how forgettable about that season was. Well, Nico and I talked about it. I think the best way they could do this one is if they did a combination of all the seasons, a big wrap up of
Like a
Stranger
compilation
Things,
house, sure. yeah.
compilation house,
Yeah.
use
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they still have if they have things still in the back or whatever. But not just season 5, please, not just season 5. I can see there is a good amount of scenes there, but that season was so lackluster. That IP at Horror Nights has always been so lackluster. I think a compilation.
I
house.
will say the season 4 house was pretty solid.
with
It was a
yeah,
good house. It was
Yeah.
a good house.
yeah.
In Orlando.
Season 2, trash.
Oh.
Season 1,
Orlando was pretty nice.
where we
It was.
walked into a black wall because they couldn't put a freaking facade up.
Yeah, season 2 was rough, dude. That was a
Yes.
rough year. That was a rough
That was
year.
How
that was a
long
that was a
did I
low
have to
budget
walk
year
through
for
that
sure.
cave?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
the
yeah.
paper mache, what
Q-tip,
spider
mind
goo
flare.
thing? Mind
The
flare,
the
yeah.
spider, dude.
The Q-tip mind flare. Yeah. Man, I hope those who are watching or listening go watch these like walkthroughs. There's so
Don't.
many out there if you've never went
Save
through it.
yourself.
So you just have an idea of what we're talking about, because I'm not putting those videos in this podcast. Absolutely not.
Watch
Um,
Begonia. Don't
don't watch Begonia.
watch
Don't waste
season
your time.
2
No.
of Stranger Things
I-
at Universal Studios Hollywood, because
No,
that
I
was
think-
Caca Poo Poo, Bootyville, USA.
Hey,
Well, no,
Nico,
here's
you're
the-
just like Papa.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just like Papa. You're so just like Papa.
Sorry, I had to adjust my light.
I thought it was 11 for a second. Honestly, I was. He got me. He got. No, I think watch the houses instead of Begonia because you will save time watching the shitty houses compared to watching almost. No, it's a 2.5-hour film. Don't waste your 2.5 hours watching that. Anyways, the likeliness, gents. What are we thinking of? Stranger
7
Things.
for me.
Right now, like an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's solid. They've worked with them before. They've done it before. Yeah.
Yeah, 7. I'm gonna say 7 also. Okay, let's talk quickly. Oh god, we got 4 more. Jesus Christ, these are some. Let's do the IP. Let's do the IP ones. There's 2 more that I really want to focus on. We have the Mummy Q and the JP Q. Let's start with the Mummy Q. This one, we got pins that are being poked into a cap, a beanie of some sorts.
Yes.
What are we thinking? What is the community saying right now? I mean, I know what they're saying, but I'm also like, really?
Definitely voodoo themed with the pin cushion.
I would not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I take some voodoo theme thing over whatever the IP that people were speculating. I would.
Yeah.
Interesting.
John,
Interesting.
you could say it, man.
Hellraiser. And
Hellraiser, Jack.
Hellraiser, Jack. Yeah, but this one I think Murdy has mentioned before that this is one that he's wanted to do, but he mentioned that in the past there was problems with securing the IP or whatever. So it does seem though that it's one that's been on his radar. So that's why for this one at least, I do think the likelihood is quite high that it is actually coming.
Yeah. And I think this will be a better house than Hollywood, just because Hollywood's a very compact. They like their houses very compact.
Sure.
So I think going through Pinhead's dungeon will be a lot scarier, more intense.
You think Hellraiser still got the following that it needs for it to be successful? You're right. No, and fuck. Once again, egg on my face, dude. Jesus, you got me there.
Nico,
but also,
we're on his show, man. Come on, relax, dude.
I'm just asking a question.
No,
Come
it's
on,
all
man.
good. It's all good. Once the comments start deciding who's their favorite on the podcast, that's where it matters. I haven't seen any of the Hellraisers.
I haven't either.
And then it being in the Mummy queue, that is, like you said, Nico, that is a compact area for sure. I think that is pretty close walls. I think with it being Hellraiser, I think it would be a combination of just the Hellraiser franchise, and then just put all the best of there. I was hoping that we were going to see possibly Freddy Krueger having something or whatever, as we were starting to get a bit of like a legacy thing going on, right? So maybe they do a legacy thing of Hellraiser. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know if he ever changes his look, Pinhead. I don't know. I think he always looks the same.
For the most part, I know the Hulu one is a female, but besides that, Pinhead for the most part looks about the same.
Yes, I see. Likeliness, gents, of this happening.
I will go 8.5.
Yeah, I would say a solid 8. A solid
really?
8. Yeah, man. Yeah, because again, Murdy has mentioned this one before, and the fact that this is the one kind of consistent rumor map to map, that really lets me know okay, this is something. Yeah.
Dang, I got it down at a 5 right now.
Oh, really?
I really got to watch the Hellraiser movies, dude. I didn't know there's a big popularity to it, but when did they come out? This was like what, early 90s for
maybe 90s.
Interesting.
Let's find out real
Hellraiser.
quick.
Hellraiser 1987.
1997. The year Thomas was born. There we
87.
go. 87. 87. Just kidding. Not the year he was born. 87.
But yeah, there's also a new Hellraiser video game that's going to be coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
So I think
Oh.
Hellraiser is on the up and up, probably. So
All right.
I could see it
Shit.
at the event.
The up and up.
Sure.
Interesting. I did not see that coming. And last but not least, the one I want to focus on. Oh shoot! Wait, there is two more. Oh wait, no, there is two more IPs. I want to save one of them for the very last IP to talk about. But the UBE venue. This is the one where we saw Fallout. This is the one where we saw Evil Dead Rise, Horror Hotel, A Quiet Place.
That's right.
Freaking The Walking Dead all day attraction. I mean, this is the spot right here, gents. We have what looks to be a book that is on fire.
Yeah.
They are burning the book.
Seeing a lot of the community talking about Evil Dead Burn.
Evil Dead Burn.
I don't think we have any trailers on it yet.
We do. Wait,
we do.
We don't. I lied.
Liar.
Sorry, I lied.
But yeah, the community has been really hyping up Evil Dead Burn. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. We already had an Evil Dead maze in that location, and it was a very solid house. It was super good. I enjoyed it.
I did
Scary, and yeah, I would be down to see Evil Dead Burn.
Evil Dead Burn. Okay, I didn't even know that was going to be a film that's coming out, but we got Evil Dead.
Didn't
Rise.
either, dude. I didn't either. Like I had to. It wasn't until the community started talking about it that I was like, "Oh, new Evil Dead movie." Whoa.
Yeah. Well, we do know that Evil Dead Rise. Well, we don't know, but people talk about it, right? That Evil Dead Rise was supposed to come to Horror Nights a year prior to when it actually did come to the event. At least that's what people are saying. We don't know if that's not confirmed. That's a speculation. That's a rumor. It's something. I don't know.
It's pretty.
If you walk through Horror Hotel, it was pretty interesting. It looked the exact same. But anyways, that was the rumor. I would assume with Evil Dead Dies, I hope they got confirmation that they can. If it's actually coming to this year's event, it can come out when it's supposed to come out, and they don't have to pivot again. If they have to pivot again, are you guys okay with a Horror Hotel coming again?
Why? No.
Okay, if they had to pivot, what would they pivot to then?
I would say yes, only because I really enjoy the originals. Like, give me more originals. That's great.
Yeah,
I
definitely be down for more originals, but not a Universal Horror Hotel. We don't even know the location of this Evil Dead movie to really. Is it going to be in a building? Is it going to be in the woods? Is it going to be in the suburbs?
In the
I
mean, yeah, the suburbs. No, I thought there was something there. I thought there was something there. There wasn't.
Reaching.
That's why I stopped myself, and then I was like, "Fuck! All right, well, I guess I'll just commit to it."
That one.
Thanks, Nico.
You got it, dude. We have enough eggs on our face.
I got two already, dude. I have 2 eggs, and that's it. And that's only eggs. Only eggs. There's only eggs on my face. Okay, stop it. Only eggs.
Oh my gosh.
Pick your brain, eh? Pick it.
Look, I would be okay with Horror Hotel if that means we get Horror Hotel merch, because we got no Horror Hotel merch last time.
That's a good point.
I would not mind Horror Hotel merch. So the likelihood of Evil Dead Dies or Burns? Burns. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we thinking, gents?
Go for it, John.
5.
Yeah. I'm
gonna
like a 4.
Oh,
dude, I'm like a 2 or 3 right now. I think honestly, this on the speculation map is still one of those that they don't have a solid idea of what it is.
Sure.
Or the community is going the completely wrong route with it. And the symbol means something else. And that's the case. All right. This one I'm so excited to talk about, and God, I hope it does happen and become true. The JPQ right now, there is 2 things that the community is talking about, and 2 that I wouldn't mind if it was one of them to happen. We have 2 skeletons dancing. One looks to be, I don't know. One's got hair, so I'm assuming it's supposed to be a female skeleton, even though when you see the anatomy of a skeleton,
It's
you
Slash.
don't know what they are. It's Slash. There we go. But anyways, I'm assuming they're trying to make a male skeleton dancing with a female skeleton, something like that's going on. And this female skeleton has blonde hair. Also, I think that is what the community is also taking into consideration with this one. But any of you gents want to take this one and give us one of the IPs people were thinking about?
Yeah, Nico, give us one. I'll give the other one.
So,
okay.
I have been reading Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
At Halloween Horror Nights. She would fit very, very well at the event. She has fantastic music. It would be a high energy maze or house through and through. And I think everybody would just have a blast with the Gaga.
The Gaga
at Horror Nights.
And I've been hearing, and I'm actually part of the group that really thinks it's Ghost, the band.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that, baby.
I'm down. Listen, I'm honestly down for either. I'm down for either.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for either. So,
and honestly, to touch on the Ghost one too, there is one of their EPs, the Dance Macabre, that uses essentially these 2 skeletons also.
Yeah.
In the same pose with the leg intertwined. Like, I think it's not a mistake here, folks.
Man.
I think it's not a mistake.
I don't know. Maybe HN Nightmares just looked up 2 skeletons dancing and found that.
Guess,
I don't know, man.
You know, Dance Macabre, the artwork is there. It's there.
Dude,
it matches. Yeah. It matches.
Oh my god, dude. Freaking that'd be so sick. But Lady Gaga also, dude. Oh, dude, imagine
either would be phenomenal
for sure. Definitely.
However, I do wish if it is Ghost or Lady Gaga in this section, I do wish it was in the sound stages. I feel like especially with a music one. So hopefully this location does change up a little bit and it ends up in one of the sound stages. And we move. Oh shoot, because Stranger Things, if it is there, it will be in a sound stage.
But why? Well, why?
Because
why does it need to be in a soundstage?
No, I'm not saying it has to be, but Netflix, man. Netflix is gonna be like, it's gonna be the soundstage. And that's where they're gonna put it. And I hope Lady Gaga also goes, it's gonna be the soundstage. All right, that's what I'm hoping. She's like, no, I need a soundstage, and I feel like a music house needs a soundstage.
Yes,
but people have been talking about Lady Gaga for years.
Yeah,
like it's been something that, because I remember, I mean, John, you talked about it. Billie Eilish was something that seems like it was going to happen. Like you talked about it.
Yeah.
Just quick plug, if you guys haven't seen the Hotline video on that about the lost year of Halloween Horror Nights, the pandemic year. Oh, it tears at the heartstrings a little bit.
It does.
The Billie Eilish house that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I do love music houses at Horror Nights, and The Weeknd, Iron Maiden, even though I didn't see that one. It was Iron Maiden, right? Black Sabbath. Sorry.
Black Sabbath, yeah.
Black Sabbath. I was there that year and I didn't do it, and I'll always fucking regret that because that one looks fucking amazing. But I love the mix, and so I think either Gaga or Ghost. Hell, Billie Eilish for that matter. I still think it would have been cool to see that house.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, it would be cool to have either Gaga or Ghost. Truly. I hope it's one of them at least.
They're both at they're both at an all-time high right now. I would say their career, Gaga has been infamous forever, but there's been a what's that word? There's been she's like a phoenix in the ashes. She's like, there's been a rise again, where there's new fans coming on board for Lady Gaga. And Ghost had, I know last year for Ghost was huge. They blew up on TikTok last year. I know they've been around for a while, but really last year, with all their concerts, and both of them put on some crazy concerts. So you know that they got some demented minds there for the events. And
Mhm.
to quickly stop to end on the likelihood of this happening, it either being one of the two, or shall I say, there being a music house. What is the likelihood of that happening?
Like, go, John. You could do this.
A 6, I think. A 6.
Okay. All right.
If we had to choose between each, like I think
Yeah.
at least according to Nightmare's map, right? It's an 8 for Ghost, and it's like a 4 for Gaga.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. All right.
All right. I would be at a 7 for a music house.
Okay. Interesting.
Music house,
I don't.
okay.
I can't really think of a time we didn't have a music house. Well, like last year, right? No,
Yeah.
we had Scarecrow. Well, I guess Slash. Anyways, but like I would go 8 for Gaga and a 5 for Ghost, just on
Interesting.
like popularity and what would bring the crowds in.
Sure.
Like Ghost is on the rise, like it's rising up, but Lady Gaga has the wheel. She has the steering wheel right now, and she's in control.
And then for me, I mean, I'm just gonna say, as a music house coming to the event, I would say, like you kind of brought it up, Nico, that we've been getting music or artists at the event for a couple years in a row. I'm gonna put that at like an 8. I feel like there's going to be another artist coming to the event. Now, it being Ghost, I would say I want to give Ghost maybe a 5, and Gaga, I want to give Gaga probably a 7. I see Lady Gaga having a higher tier than what Ghost has, because the community has just talked about Lady Gaga for so long that potentially it's now reached that point. And Ghost, it's kind of just starting to come up. But yeah, I feel like that's where we're at with that. So out of the 6 houses that we talked about with those speculations, the Terror Tram I'm not counting. I feel like that's almost a certainty thing in my opinion. But out of the 6 houses, do we believe that any of them might have been already cemented? And you don't have to say which one, but do we feel like there's any of them there that have been cemented?
I wouldn't say cemented, but I think there's like I think there's like a high chance. Like for me personally, Hellraiser will be at the event over all the others.
Yeah, because that again, that's just a name that keeps coming up on the maps for sure. So I'm like, they're onto something there, because like typically the names that stay on the maps are the names that kind of end up working out for sure, just consistently. And I also think if I had to bet money on any other one, it would be Stranger Things 5, man. I think it would definitely be that one too, because like if they don't have like a 5 Nights coming back, they need like a younger audience draw, and Stranger Things is unfortunately still that. It's still a very powerful draw to younger people. So
it is.
I think,
and that's where the hidden Stranger Things episode is actually going to be, is at Halloween Horror Nights. It wasn't supposed to be during the Super Bowl. It was not supposed to be at 11 o'clock on the 29th. No, it has been saved for Halloween Horror Nights 2026 and Halloween Horror Nights 35, right? Holy moly, it's 35.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. You hear it here first, and you might see that on TikTok also. But I gotta agree with both of you. I think out of those 6, those 2 are almost like papers might have been signed, and it's just they need to shake hands and they got it going kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But with that being said, we leave it to you guys who are listening and watching. What do you guys think about this speculation map? Make sure to check it out and look and see what you think is coming to the events. Let us know in the comment section down below also what you think is coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2026. We didn't talk about the scare zones. We didn't really talk about the original houses that are out there right now, but as more information starts coming in, as construction begins, we're going to keep digging deeper and deeper into Horror Nights. We do have live streams coming up to go do at the hotline. So if you guys enjoy hearing us on these podcast forms and you want to hear us unedited, raw, all that kind of stuff, go check us out on the hotline streams. By the time this comes out, we already have done one. So just look out for Maze Madness. Let me just say, Maze Madness. Take part of that.
Gonna be a fun time.
Gents, anything else to add before we get off this air? What was the podcast?
It's gonna be an interesting year. Yeah, Begonia. Milk Art the Clown.
Go watch Begonia.
With some egg on your face. We did lose a couple. We did lose a couple icons on the map. We lost the ghost with the knife. We lost the lock.
Which people were saying was Resident Evil, and then the ghost, people were saying it was either Halloween, which I think would have been what they were hinting at, or Scream, of course, which is never coming to Horror Nights at this point. I think ever.
And we lost the eggnog.
Dang, Derry.
Because it's all on my face. That's why it's not there anymore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Pick Your Brain podcast. And we hope that you enjoyed this. And we'll see you all on the next one.
Gosh.